New at 4, inspiring, motivating, and mentoring young men by teaching them how to tie a necktie. CBS Detroit's Andres Gutierrez is on your block in Detroit, introducing us to the police lieutenant who started this unique program.
Wearing a tie is already part of the uniform for students at Frederick Douglass Academy for Young Men, especially when it's cooler outside.
When you pull it over, you're gonna go under.
But today they got to learn about the different kinds of knots, like the 4-in-hand, the Half Windsor, and its brother, the Full Windsor, all in an effort to elevate self-esteem.
The young guys sometimes are slouched over in the beginning. Once we give them a tie, teach them how to tie, they sit up straight, they go look in the mirror, they strut around in the tie, they walk different, they act different.
It's part of the Tie to Success initiative that Lieutenant Mark Young began in the Metro over 16 years ago.
To many of these young individuals, this is their first tie. It's symbolic. It's not the end of all, but it's the beginning of something.
Lieutenant Young believes the tie conveys a sense of responsibility and respect. He enlists others in law enforcement to teach these young men.
It forges relationship with the police department. It allows them to establish relationships based on their personal interaction rather than preconceived notions based on what someone else has said about the police officers.
The young men got a chance to hear directly from those officers during a Q&A session before the hands-on instruction. Here's what stood out to Braylon Murray.
Building a bridge, because I asked the question earlier, like what was the hardest part about being in law enforcement? And he said building a bridge, trying to get other people to join the law enforcement, so I feel like that was the hardest part.
There were also life lessons the more than 24 in attendance got to walk away with.
It was very interesting because it showed that you could come back from any loss. Any loss is recoverable, and you have the chance to make up any time that you left.
Making lasting impressions through small gestures like tying a tie. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Detroit.